Hello, my convicts and convicts. This is Isaac of Convict, bringing you guys and gals just another video. So today is another video for you. Yes, we're going into the UI of the Netduma R3. As you can see here, I've removed my webcam because it gets in the way, and you don't need to see my ugly face for this. We want to obviously see all that we can see here on the Netduma. So this is the OS4. One thing I recommend you do when you first actually boot up this router and you've gone through the little config, little sort of setup config where it tells you to do a ping test and do all this, and you just keep clicking next or skip whatever it is you're choosing to get to the dashboard. Make sure you go to the three dots, make sure you click up to date. It looks like the router now does actually send up to date or updates to the router here, so you can actually see it. It glows in green, and then you just click on to update and it updates it. I've updated mine, so mine's now version 4.0.21. So if you're watching this on the 28th of December or within a couple of days after that, make sure you are updating to the latest version or double checking if there is a new update, which you do actually do through the device now, which is really cool because it means no more having to mess around going to websites or anything to get the new OS, or seeing them posting on Twitter, oh, there's a new OS, here's where to download it. It looks like you do it all down now per the actual device itself through the update here, which is cool. Thank you. So let's have a look here. So we've got RGB controls. I don't know, real. RGB controls here where you can change rainbow and do custom. You can turn off the full spectrum. As you can see, it changes there. You can reverse the cycling order as well. If you want to do that, you can turn it off. You can do all that cool stuff as well. You've then got customized, obviously, your Wi-Fi. You've got your ping optimizer here. You can see I've got it 14.5 milliseconds from down to 10. So it's managed to optimize my ping down to 10 milliseconds. And then network speeds, which is not completely correct. My upload is probably around about the right place, but my download for some reason is a lot lower, which isn't correct. Now I am daisy chaining at the moment, so I've got my OEM connected to my Connectfiber and then Connectfiber to the Netduma R3 and then an R3 to the PC, so there will be some variation there, probably because of the way it's set up, so just be aware of that. So download and upload speed, you can check that. You can check devices and that from here as well, the activity. So the next one is Geo-filter. Same as before. You just go up here, you can click and add devices. I've got my PC, and then you just add that to the list, which comes up here. You can use steady ping, which is one of the new features on here. That helps you to steady your ping. Basically, what this will do is it will try to lower and stabilize your ping. Now, it will increase your ping an amount. But if I click on it here, it tells you, it says it adds a ping buffer to reduce lag spikes and improve gameplay while you improve gameplay. While your ping will slightly increase, your game will feel more reliable and responsive. So just be aware. You can, however, put this on to expert, and like before, you can choose a ping, but just be aware that if you're doing that it might not be as effective as what it is obviously with our system, or you can tweak it and kind of see where it goes before you get to that even Steven and know that it's going to be okay at that point. Obviously, you can choose to do the circle of trust. You can change the filter size if you want to do that. You can go to custom and it'll go to the polygon of trust, which is where you basically just draw the dots around the area that you want to be in, like this, so on and so forth. Or you can leave it as simple. I'm going to leave mine as simple for now. And yeah, that's pretty much all that you can do with this specific area. Then we'll go to ping heat map. Again, here you can actually choose a game. So you go to choose game. I've been playing Modern Warfare 3. So you can find what the best server is. And it says it's this one here, 18 ping. And what's really cool now, it actually gives you the game, the country, state, the city, town, the distance from, and you can do it per hour, per day, or per week. It'll tell you what the quality of the server is. It'll tell you what the average ping is, the server's stability. And here you've got the current ping, how many ping spikes, and the highest ping. So you can actually do all these testing now to find out what that is doing. You can even add a schedule. The schedules here, you can basically add a schedule so that you can get it to do this test or record this test through different times of the day. So you can find out when this server starts to get worse so on and so forth, or if it does get worse or not. You know, just to give yourself an idea of what the server's doing. And then you can obviously apply this as a permanent server, or you could say, no, I don't want to connect to the server anymore, and it'll be able to do that for you. So it's got a lot of interesting cool features that you can now obviously see through the information on there, which is really, really cool. I'm just opening him in this bag of crisp. There you go. There's your crisp. So that's really, really cool. I really like this feature, and it's very similar, obviously, as before, but it's a bit more refined and obviously polished, and it looks kind of cool. And you can see there's been one spike. We've had one spike on this router. Oops, on this router so far. On the router. On this server. And it says the high spike was 33, so it spiked up to 33 milliseconds at this point here. And the stability is still 96%. But it's really cool that it shows you this information. You can actually see and see how many times it has spiked, whether or not, obviously, it's going to be a problem or not. Next one, we've got Smart Boost. This is a way to prioritize. This is kind of like the flower petal before, but obviously they've done away with the petal now. And they've done it per activity or devices. Again, you can choose activities by gaming, live streaming. You've got cloud gaming, web, file, chat, VPN, VoIP, social media, email, printers, remote, internet maintenance, uncategorized. You can do it per device. As you can see, I've got my device under there as the top priority, and so on and so forth. You've got the next one, which is network activity. This is going to show you the activity of what the network is doing, what the download and upload speeds are, and what's happened. It even tells you what your usage was and what time it was done as well. So you get to see that again per now, per hour, per day, per week. So you can check that out as well. You can even click here on this, and it'll actually give you more information. And you can see the time, you can see the categories, you can see the apps as well. So you can see anything that was using information or downloading, uploading at that particular point, which is really cool. So you can see if there's anything that was causing you issues, and you can have a slightly deeper dive into it and go, okay, what was causing my issues? And then you can actually go and find that issue on there. Next one, you can go to device manager, obviously choose your device. You can even click on your device here, and it will give you the device, the connection. You can see the usage, the IP, LAN, MAC addresses, and all that here. Obviously, I'll blur mine out. You can even see the offline devices here as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, you can even edit the names of devices and stuff, so no problems there. And so on and so forth. You've got ad blockers, so you can block ads. This will do it for all devices on there. If you've got any problems, obviously you can see. There's also a way you can check information as well, like the frequency of what range and what ads were seen and what were the most common. So you can actually see that as well, which is pretty cool. And again, you could choose a time of day, and you can see the queries blocked and the devices that is blocked on, which is cool. You've got speed test here, just exactly what it says. You just click on find my speeds. You can do history, so it'll have a history of obviously speeds. You can go to advanced, and you can put in your own speed, which mine is slightly incorrect, especially downloads incorrect. But you can actually go in there and change that for yourself. Again, like I said, I'm daisy chaining, so that could be my issue. But it more or less got them almost correct, especially my uploads correct anyway. But again, it could be because I'm daisy chaining across different devices on there. You've got ping optimizer, so you can optimize your ping here. It just says, obviously, be aware that if you do optimize your ping, it will cut your Wi-Fi off. So be careful when you do this, especially if you've got your brother or sister or family friend or whatever playing a game and you decide to do this. You're going to cut the game off, especially if playing by Wi-Fi. So you can optimize, you can test the ping. Again, you can go to advanced here, which is cool. You can run a full test, which will remove the limit on the amount of the test ping. Optimizer can run to achieve more accurate results. So this is cool because before it used to only do about 6 or 7 times, and then it would say, okay, well, that's fine. But I always wanted it to do it more, because you never know if that was enough or not, or if it needed to be more. And now what it will do is it will keep on doing it, keep on doing it, keep on doing it, and it'll keep running more tests to give you more accurate results than before. You can choose simple, obviously expert. Expert gives you the option to control your download and upload speeds. I have got congestion control always on. I've just turned it. It was on auto as recommended. I put it on as always on. And then obviously when it's detecting traffic and stuff, it will throttle other devices as well. I'm going to actually put it back to auto because it does say recommended. Speed test bypass. So this allows third-party speed tests to bypass the congestion throttles. So if you have a throttle on there, but you want to test your speed and you're like, well, I just want to know what my actual speed is. You can do that and this will allow it to bypass. So it won't obviously end up blocking that or causing saturated results. This I'm not going to go too much into because obviously it gives away a lot of details, but you get the idea. RGB controls, you've got all them here. You can change different kind of previews. You've got appearance that you can change and use different themes. Internet rules that you can add on here. VPNs if you want a VPN on there as well. So you can do that as well. You've got your LAN, WAN, DHCP setup, UPnP. I turn off my UPnP because I don't like it on, as I've heard through the years that there is way. Right, so yeah, we've got the VPN. Obviously, it says here that this is coming soon, so if you do need VPN, just be aware that this is not available right now. Yeah, all the rest is just like port forwarding stuff and things like that. The one cool feature about the port forwarding is now when you go in and go to port forward and you pick your device, it automatically knows the last 3 numbers. So no more having to go to device manager to come back because you've got to remember what the 3 last digits are. It automatically remembers it now, so it's a lot better. And then obviously you've got accessibility and power options and stuff like that in here as well. And that's it. That's all it is. So pretty cool. So make sure obviously up to date. Now there was a lot of people that have come through to message and said that there was a few issues, like people weren't able to connect because of Discord, and Discord was not connecting and they couldn't get into games, and when they were getting into games they were getting like horrendously high ping in games. I've not experienced that, so do make sure your Netduma is up to date. It could be maybe possibly because of how the connection is, possibly, I don't know, but I've had no issues. My first game I was on 30 odd ping, second game was about 20 odd ping. Again, like I said, the stability of the way that it works with the smart part of this obviously is there. The smart boost is to obviously make sure that the gaming's prioritized, and the steady ping is there to obviously help and make sure that you have a steady game session. I've not had any issues. So the people that I mentioned and said about it, I'm not saying they're not getting that problem. It could definitely be a problem, which is something that definitely needs looking at, but I've not experienced it myself. Just make sure it's up to date. You're on version 4.0.21. I've not had no issues with my connection. Like I said, I had about 30 odd ping for the first one. The second one's about 20 odd ping. I've not had no problems getting into games or anything like that. Easy peasy. First try, no issues. It didn't take a long time either, so yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here because Rio wants his phone back to play his music again. But if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Maybe even consider joining. It's just $1.99 gives you access to emotes, badges, giveaways, charity work as well. So if you want to be part of that, please consider doing so. Like our elites already, Nina, 3v3, and Raf GT Sport. Salute to you, my elites. Keep staying beautiful, keep staying elite, keep staying you. Thank you very much for your continued patronage to the channel. I really do appreciate. And appreciate Pierre, who was here with us as well before. Obviously, I don't know if Pierre will come back or whatever, but he was an elite as well. So salute to Pierre. Thank you very much, everybody. Hopefully enjoyed this quick insight into the Netduma R4. So, R3 OS4. That's going to be so confusing for future videos. It's R3, but it's OS4. But yeah, it works really well. Not had any issues, problems. I'm not having any issues connecting or anything like that to Discord. My ping has been more than acceptable. Again, like I said, you can change it if you want to optimize it and do it yourself personally. But obviously, you might want to leave it as recommended and let the device see where your ping is, because maybe having the slightly higher ping will get better gameplay I'll obviously do some recordings of gameplay, hopefully tonight, to show off obviously what that is, or maybe tomorrow, depending if Catherine's not here, because I think she's away. She's home. She was home yesterday. I think she's home tonight, and then she's back to work. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, thank you very much. Salute to you all. Appreciate you all. Hopefully enjoyed this deep dive into the OS4 and what it offers. It's actually really, really cool so far. It's not giving me any issues or problems that I know of. I will be very honest and brutally honest, and if there's any problems, I will let you know. But so far, I've had no problems. The only issue I know of, obviously, is the pinging up the connection has not picked up exactly how it is, but even though it does recognize gigabit port, as the R2 didn't recognize gigabit port, or if it was over 800 megabits per second, it did state that it might get it incorrect, so you might need to put in your own speeds. This does do that. Obviously, it has Wi-Fi 6, which I haven't tested yet, so I don't know how good the Wi-Fi 6 is on this particular router, but all in all, it's pretty cool. And again, shout out and salute to obviously Fraser and Netduma for sending this out during the holidays on the 27th, and actually got it the day after on the 28th, which is really cool. So appreciate you, Fraser and the gang, for obviously getting this out and having someone nip into the office just to send this to me. So I really do appreciate that. And it was even done as an express delivery. So thank you. I salute you. Thank you very much. Anyway, hopefully enjoyed, and yeah, bye for now.